Sure. Hey y'all, we're back. It's week 2 and I am finishing up this 101 loom knitting with Robert and Samantha and the new person Barbara. She is learning for the first time. As I told you before, I've done one hat, that would be this one. And the one I started last week is this one. I put a little pom-pom on top, but it's just for me. So that is where we are at that. And you two want to go ahead and do a recap of what we learned?
So the first week we did the beginning of the loom hat, and we went around 25 times for the brim.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have done my 20 rows for the top of the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Now what I'm going to do is I have my needle here with the yarn on the needle. Yeah, and then what I'm going to do is see how the yarn is sitting outside the first loop.
Mm-hmm.
All I want to do is take my knitting needle and go beside the inside of the loop, and then I start pulling it so it will stay in the loop until I take it off. So the first one is like that, and then every time I do the loop, I pull the yarn, I take it off.
Now, I don't think she's done the 3 around yet.
No.
Don't you do the 3 around first?
What's 3 around?
Where you do the 1, the 2, the 3 to pull it off
Oh yeah.
with the yarn?
Oh, I didn't do that.
No. I think that's where you need to be before you take the hat off. She's at the step before you, Robert. She needs to learn from wrapping it 3 times and sewing it in.
Yeah. Okay.
So put that one back on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and take the needle back out. Okay, so this was my 20 rows.
Yeah.
And I haven't rewrapped it again or anything because I thought I was
No.
going to be casting off.
Yeah.
You take your string like this and you wrap it around 3 times. Okay. And then Robert, you take the yarn needle and do what with it?
And then you go to the first loop, which I have right here, and you take the needle and you go through the first loop.
What happens if I don't wrap it those 3 times?
Don't worry, it will be good. Trust me, it will be okay.
Because I already cut my yarn.
Oh, Sammy, what were you going to say? She didn't wrap it 3 times and now she's going to take it off.
It wouldn't matter. As long as it's pretty long, it doesn't matter.
No, she
Yeah.
didn't. She cut it when she was
Yeah,
done.
but if it's pretty long anyway,
Uh-huh.
it won't matter. If
That
you
I didn't wrap 3 times. Should I wrap 1 time? Because I could do that.
Because
Yeah.
it's you only wrap around 3 times to get you the length for closing it up. They
Uh-huh.
only ask you to wrap it around 3 times to give you that tail.
Okay, so I got the
Close it up.
tail.
It's just to close it up. It's just to give you that length.
Okay, so
Probably will be all right, but if not, just tie a little more and keep going.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so now I go back up through the thread,
Yeah.
pull, and then take it off after.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got 1 on a loop now.
Now take your finger and pull off the loop.
Okay. Oh, so it's just going through right there, the stitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
and then you go around and you keep doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If I had wrapped it 3 times, would that just make it thicker?
No, just
That-
top.
That wrapping around 3 times is just to give you that tail to close it up.
Okay, so you don't leave that wrapping there?
No.
Okay, then I'm all right.
So it's just to give you that length for what you're doing now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And while you're doing that, I'm going back and doing a small one. I'm using the tiny hoop. Just showing where we are.
Okay.
And I wrapped it too tight.
Oh, that's what happened last time. It was breaking on you.
I always wrap things too tight.
And I probably do it too loose. I'm kind of anxious to try one with the 2 on a bigger size, the 2 strands like Robert was doing. That just looks like it would be more solid and warm.
Those red heart threads you're using, Robert?
Yes,
When you do
red
two?
heart.
Okay, so he's doing it because it's a thicker. It makes it thicker.
Right. And see, I'm using the red heart, and I agree, this 1 layer for a baby would be fine, but for a big person, I don't think it would, it's loose enough that I don't think it would keep you real warm. I was so afraid to pick up this needle. It sounded like it was going to be sewing.
Right.
I like that there aren't any seams to close.
Yes. That's the one thing I learned about loom knitting, is that you don't really have to do as much as like throwing up the end for like knitting or
Mhm. Crocheting.
crocheting.
Yeah, see, mine's pretty loose.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm taking the final one off.
Okay.
So should I turn the hat wrong side out now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, wrong side. Oh, isn't that cute? All the little stitches are very orderly.
Yes.
Okay, so I pull it tight.
Pull it tight.
Yeah, pull it like it's like
It's addressed to you.
yeah.
41
Okay, and then just knot it off.
Sew it in. Sew
Sew
that
it-
end in,
Okay.
and then just tie it off.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You tie it off in the hat. So when you're sewing it in, sew it in, flip the hat over so it goes in the bottom, in the center of the bottom. I got a package from Disney.
Ooh, how exciting.
I swear I didn't order anything.
Sure. I hear you ladies on those phones.
It is.
I like the way it just closes itself by pulling it tight that way.
Yes,
That is wonderful. And this is where you would, on the right side, attach a pom-pom if you were making one.
right, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, then I turn it right back outside.
yeah,
And there's the little top.
yeah,
And there's the little hat.
yeah.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
You're
Yeah, now
welcome,
see-
welcome.
I can see the light through it. So that tells me I'm not doing it very tight.
No,
And that'll give it more stretch if it were,
Because see mine, I did mine with a smaller thread for a
right?
weight. And see, when I stretch it out, you could see.
Yeah,
And that's fine because this would be great on a one day when it's not.
yeah,
um,
when it's not freezing
When it's
cold,
not freezing cold, but you know, like you guys get cold down there
right?
because you don't
Well, our
get.
winter does, our spring and fall, it's just mostly windy, and that's when a hat would be handy, and it wouldn't have to be the 2 strands. But for the homeless and stuff, I think it should be 2 strands because they're outside all the time.
Yeah, they,
yeah,
like when Robert does the 2 strands, he's not using the heavyweight. He's using the 2 strands
Red.
of red.
Red heart,
Red
yeah,
heart. Mhm.
which is what I have. So
That'll be
Yes.
awesome.
that's going to work out perfect.
Sammy, you want to show us yours?
I'm working
Washcloth.
on it.
Didn't you make one already?
No, I was getting it started, but
Right.
then I came in this morning and some of the loops were off, so I have to restart.
So
I found that if I didn't keep my hand on it, they would try to pop off sometime.
yeah, yeah. So right
Okay.
now, this is where I'm at on my loom hat.
Right?
So I'm just going around and picking off all the pegs that still have the yarn on it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I pull my hat inside out and I do it the same way.
Okay, and then just pull that
Yes.
string real tight and
Yeah.
thread through. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm going to start another one. This is
So go ahead. So
Go ahead.
I have these, and I switched it again. I keep hitting the wrong buttons, y'all.
Mm,
Y'all know my head's broken. Okay, so Sammy, I have these things here. I don't know if things are too far apart, but you can make a straight line with them.
yes.
Can you use these to make a washcloth?
I'm using this one.
Do you see this?
Yeah, I'm using this one, which is the same.
Yeah, I know, but I
Oh.
can't do half a circle. My brain don't work that way.
No, but what I'm saying is the gap between your two is the
Mhm.
same as the gap between what I'm using.
And,
See
what,
the gap?
and you're
it's the
using the
same.
cotton thread, right? Okay, so it's
Yeah,
the gap is good. And I need how many pegs?
20. I have been writing it down, Crystal,
Huh?
in case you asked. I've been running, as I've been watching Rambui, I've been writing it down so I knew step by step, in case you asked me.
See, I did ask. Okay, so I have a line of
Mm.
20. That's an awful big washcloth.
Well, she does it 20 pegs, but she does it 7 inches, but it depends on how long you want it.
So, but I use all 20 of these.
Yeah.
And I use the cotton.
Yes.
Okay.
But with the length going from top to bottom, you can go as long as you want.
Okay, cool. Question.
Yes.
Do I have to purl or I just flip?
Pearl.
Okay,
So you e-wrap to cast on.
let me get my cotton. And my coworker Kitty, you can hear in the background. He's not having a good day. Okay, so I have, this is a cotton blend, so that'll work, right? It's 3.5 ounce, number 5.
Thing they want you to do with 100% cotton
What?
because it's the one I'm doing, unless you hand wash it, hers can be go into the into the washing machine.
Yes, they'll go in the washing machine.
Yes.
The
I'm
ones
using
that-
100% cotton.
The ones that I don't have any 100% cotton on hand, so that's why I wanted to try it with these.
Yeah.
Where is the end?
Ooh. My favorite saying. I got it from work.
Got what from work? Oh, your
Ooh.
yarn.
Yeah.
Of course you did. You work at like a Walmart.
So, like I said, my favorite saying. I got it from work.
Of course you did. Oh, he's going to drive me to drink. Okay. We'll teach one more thing here. So I'm going to e-wrap everything.
With hers, she uses 2 yarns.
2 of these.
Yeah. I think it's for the thickness.
How do I make 2 yarns out of 1 strand or 1 thing?
Do you want to find the other end?
I have this. Oh yeah. How do you find the other end? I thought it would be in the middle, but I don't see it. Good idea. I can't find the middle.
If you want, you can pull that out from the middle. It should be in there.
I can't find it. I've even pushed it all through the end. Oh, I may have found it by pulling the whole thing out.
See?
Just pull out the middle. Let's gut that pumpkin colored thing I have. Seriously. Meow. I'm sorry, you'll have to go talk to the boss. My micromanager is yelling at me.
Yeah, I hear the cat.
He's not getting his way.
Your friend down here has been sleeping most of daylight because it's been hot.
Where's Gizmo? Why is it hot? Oh yeah, you're in the south. You're on the other
It's-
side of the world.
And it's summer.
Yeah, I know. Here I am freezing with 30-degree weather and you're like 80, you just said? Oh, look at Barb. She's bringing down a whole basket full.
This is one bag. This is another one, and I've got 4 more.
Oh my God.
Extra yarn.
Well, I say you do have enough to make
a few hats.
a few hats.
Yeah.
And I love how you're borrowing Robert's idea.
Well, of course. I don't want to reinvent the wheel when he already figured it out for nice cold weather.
Right?
Like I say, this is all red hearts. So
Okay, Sammy, I've got 2 threads.
So you just do a slip knot.
Slip knot.
and put it on your first peg, or with me, I have that peg on the side.
Yeah, I could put it there on the first one, but I can't make it tight. I made it a
Yeah.
knot instead, but that's okay.
Because after you've done your cast on, you can undo it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm gonna have 19 then.
No. You'll start on the peg you are. So you'll
Okay.
E-wrap the first one, but they just ask you to do a slip knot to hold your. This with your one, you're making it easier for you to not having to hold the wool when you start.
Mm-hmm.
So once you E-wrap and cast on your pretty pegs, you can undo that slip knot anyway. It's
All
just
right.
to keep it anchored until you've done your cast on.
Okay, so I'm doing my E-wrap, and this is so weird with 2 strings.
If you can hold it without the slip knot,
Uh-huh. Put on my
you
pinky.
you can do it that way. Because I find I need the slip knot, because without doing a slip knot, it's too hard for me.
Must be doing it too hard. It just popped right off.
Okay, Robert, for the men,
Yes,
do you use the big pink one?
yes, for the men,
Uh-huh,
or you can use the orange
Orange.
one too.
orange one. Okay.
You can use both if you really want to.
I'm going to use the orange one. My son wants me to do one in his school colors, so I'll let him be the guinea pig on
There
the
you
2
go.
strands. And he's got red and black for his colors.
Yeah.
That's my son's school colors.
Ah, yeah, he teaches all the AP math classes, which is only appropriate. My father got an aerospace engineering along with John Glenn master's.
Oh, they were
back
in the
in
same
50
class?
Yep.
Cool.
In Boston at MIT, and it was the first year they called it that instead of calling it, just aeronautical engineering.
Uh-huh.
And Jim definitely picked up the math bug. He's got it very well.
Okay, I am to the end.
So when you go around your last peg,
Uh-huh.
you sort of go around the front of it, then go behind the second peg.
Go in the front and behind. Okay, now I'm
And then
wrapping backwards.
And then you E-wrap back to the first peg.
Okay, so I'm wrapping backwards.
Okay, I got mine off. So
Okay,
here's mine so far.
right.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it together.
And you
Okay,
turned
let's
it wrong side out
Show it on the
already.
camera if you can.
Okay, so here's mine right here,
Yeah,
and I pull it together so it looks like this,
all puckered. Okay.
all puckered. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to knit where the hole is, where that hole is,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just going to thread it through. And then once it's done, then I will show you when it's done.
Okay. Uh-oh. Give it my needle.
Okay, Sammy, I am at the end.
So now you purl.
I don't know how
But
to do that.
do your slip knot, undo your slip knot,
Uh-huh.
because
In my slip knot?
you undo it.
Okay.
No, you undo your slip knot.
Oh,
So
okay.
just pull.
Gotcha.
So with your slip knot, with your first purl, you grab your 2 yarns plus your slip knot yarn,
Uh-huh. My 2 pieces of slip knot yarn.
Yeah, because we as you're
Weaving it in. Okay.
yeah, as you're doing your pearl, you're also weaving your tail in.
Oh, okay.
So you're purling 4 strands until you can't purl your tail. So
Okay.
you
I'm
just
doing
you
4
go,
strands and I go over.
so you go behind the yarn on your peg with your hook.
In the okay, so
Oh, after you've because you've done the 2 rows, you do the bottom loop over the top, and then we do pearl. So you're casting on. So you're doing your bottom loop over your top.
this having 3 strings on one is driving me nuts. Okay, so I'm gonna
Oh
take
no, you
4,
take So you
take 4 and I go over.
yeah. So you haven't cast on yet. So you're just casting on first. So you're
Okay.
taking your 2 lows. You're taking the bottom loop from your peg
Uh-huh.
and casting it on, and then we pearl.
Now how do I purl? That's from
You
the
purl-
inside, right?
Oh no, you pearl after you've cast on.
Oh,
So-
so I do it,
So
flip it over all the way.
so you flip them all over first, and then you do the purling.
Okay.
So so what I did is I did the top of my hat. I tied it off and I cut where the strand, where the yarn is.
Mhm.
And then I just pull it through. And the hat is done.
Perfect. Now, if they wanted it to be longer and slouchy, do I
Yeah.
instead of doing 20 rows after the brim, do I do 25?
You can.
Yeah, okay, because that
You
would make
may-
it kind of, instead of pointing up, it would kind of come down.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
Yeah.
Sammy, I think I messed it up because it's too tight. I'm bending the
Okay.
hook. Crystal, I swear, learn how to do this. Oh, okay. Do it that way then.
Robert, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have
Okay.
made this so easy to follow.
All right, so this side, I'll start with this side since I've already got 4. How do I purl?
So you go behind your so on your first peg, you go behind your yarn,
Mm-hmm.
and then you grab your pearl. You grab the yarn from the bottom. So you go behind, you grab, and then you pull. You pull it up to make loops.
I take the bottom.
Robert,
Yes.
when I put on the 2 strands, does it matter if they get twisted or twirly?
No. Once in a blue moon, you will, if it starts to get twisty, all I do is just pull on it to make it more even.
Okay,
So that way it'll be a lot easier.
okay. Yeah, here again, I would be afraid that these 2 would have to get, these 2 big things would
Right.
get weird.
You know what I would do if I were you? If you're going to start the new hat, I suggest rolling it up first, like rolling the yarn
Into a ball?
into a ball instead of
Pulling out of the skein?
yes, Yeah.
Ah, okay.
because
that
then
way it won't twist and
it-
knot.
that's
Okay.
right.
All right, because then you'd have 2 balls and they would just roll however they needed to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's gonna slow everything down to have to change these.
Not really.
Not really.
No, it takes about 5 minutes to grind them. And if you have soda pop bottles, the Coke, like 2-liter ones,
No, but
Oh.
what would I,
or gallon of milk or whatever, you cut the top off and the ball fits in there.
Oh, so then it doesn't even have to just roll all around the room.
No.
You could put a hole, you could put the ball in there and then put a little hole in it
Mhm.
and then pull the string through there and then it'll stay in that thing instead of rolling all over the place.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's just a small DUI that I've learned years
Over
ago.
the years. Yeah, see, and that's one of the reasons I liked the red heart was that I could always just pull it out. I didn't have to make a ball.
Right.
I don't like this, Sammy. I'll do it. We'll do it later. I
No problem.
tried. We'll do it together later.
Okay.
But okay, is there any questions you have that anybody might ask?
Not that I can think of. It seems like it's all been very straightforward and step by step. And we not only could see it, but you both were busy helping explain it. So
I love how when Robert was doing it, Sammy showed you.
yes.
That was awesome,
Yeah.
Sammy.
That
Thank
was
you.
very awesome. Very,
That
very
last week, that was
awesome.
perfect because
It's called me Ivanka.
all right. Ivana White.
Yep,
Yeah.
on a white over here, showing this and that. Mhm. Okay, let me switch cameras.
So there's my final result of my
Right,
hat.
it's beautiful. And there's
So-
just no hanging strings or anything. It's beautiful.
No.
It's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Mine
Thank
don't
you.
turn out like that, but I'll keep trying.
Yeah. The
That's
thing
insane.
that you might want to look out for, Barb, is
Mhm.
when you're getting ready to do the last part of your hat,
Mm-hmm.
if you're using this side of a loom, I
Uh-huh.
suggest wrapping it 3 times
Go
so
ahead.
you get the right length of yarn that you need to sew it in with.
Okay.
Cause that's what I do with this one.
Okay.
And also, if it's bigger, I do the 3 wrap as
Wraps
well.
on the pink one.
On
Okay.
the pink one, yes.
What about the blue one? This one? If I
That
did a
one-
baby hat.
Only maybe twice,
Okay,
or maybe even smaller than twice, maybe once.
okay.
Doesn't need as
So,
much.
Yeah,
it-
because these
Yeah,
would be for newborn size.
newborn, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're
Oh, of course.
exactly what size the newborns are, because my mom used the other loom on my chair and it wasn't big enough for my nieces.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah,
How big, which one is on your chair? Do you know what's the color is?
it's purple.
Yeah, that's this one.
Yeah,
No, that's the other purple. It's the other one. I don't have it somewhere. Oh, here. The mine's purple is this one.
yes, that's the one.
Is
Yes,
that too big? This is what I use to make this hat.
right. You can still use it.
Maybe it would fit a baby's head.
Yeah, could be for a baby.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
okay.
All right, so I think we are done with this 101. If anybody has any questions, please put them in the comments and I will make sure that Robert and Sammy get them so they can answer them.
And
I
thank
hope
you all.
Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed this. I'm so glad you did the practice one with us and learned something in the process. So
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna-
learned a little bit. Now, if I could just tape this together, I'll be fine.
I'm gonna go to town.
You have fun. All right, y'all,
Okay.
I'll see you next time.
See you
Thank
next time.
you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.